Hey guys, it's Mike. Welcome back to the shop. This week we're going to finish up the hydraulic press build. It's all finished and painted, so I'll get the rest of that video put together for you guys, and then we're starting on the shotgun. The shotgun's all taken apart already, which you guys will see here in a few minutes. The breakdown and cleanup and what all I'm going to do to this, I'm going to completely refinish it. It's my pop's shotgun, and he wanted me to make a muzzle brake for it. So I decided to do a little bit more. The stock's a little messed up. Looks like it had some water damage, like it was sitting in the water. So I've done a little bit of that work off camera, just because working with the wood and sawdust flying everywhere, it doesn't make for a real great video anyways. So we got that. This is the barrel minus the vented rib, which I've taken off and cleaned off all the residue from the solder. So I'm gonna work on truing up this edge here because it's hand cut. It's a 20-inch barrel right now, so I've got plenty I can take off, you know, to true it up, which doesn't need a whole lot. But so we're gonna get that trued up, cleaned up, and I'm debating on how to do it. I was thinking about making a mandrel that fits this drill bit. This is a 1 1/8 bit, and it's a piloted drill bit. So I could make a slug to go on here that would make it track inside the barrel, and I could just do it by hand real quick. Or I can chuck this up in the forejaw on my Atlas and turn it with the forejaw on a steady rest and trim off the end. I haven't really decided how I'm going to do it yet. I kind of want to try to make the mandrel and see if that works. Like I said, I've got plenty I can take off. I shouldn't have to, but if I try this, I think this will be the fastest, because all I have to do is cut a piece of aluminum. That's what I'm going to use. I don't plan on doing this a whole lot, so just a quick little job. I got some 1-inch aluminum sitting around. I can zip a piece out real quick to match the inner bore of the shotgun, drill a hole for the pilot, tap a little hole in the side just to hold the pilot on, and done. And it'll be that simple, that quick, that fast. So I think that's what I'm going to do. You know, if I do need to make it out of steel, if it's something I'm going to be doing more of, I'll know if it works or not. So I think that's what we're going to jump onto next. So let me see, is there anything else? I think that's everything. That's the other thing. I did remake a part for the shotgun, which I did videotape, and I'll show you guys that video here soon. And hopefully we can get this shotgun finished up. It'll maybe take 2 weeks of videos to finish everything out, but I'm trying to get this done here in the next week or so. So I hope you guys enjoy, and please like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys see something that drives you nuts, let me know, and if it's something that I can change without too much of a problem, I will. Some of it might just be stuff you're gonna have to deal with, because it's me, it's who I am, it's how I am. But don't be afraid to say something. I'm not gonna take any offense to it. But I really want to see more involvement in my videos. I'm trying to get my videos done a little bit more timely. I was trying to do weekly, and that kind of caught me a little bit off guard with some stuff that came up, and I wasn't able to get the videos out. So I've kind of backed away from trying to do it weekly and just trying to get out videos on interesting things. So if there's something you guys know that I do that you want to see in more detail, let me know, and we'll get a video put together. So hope you guys enjoy. Alright, and the hydraulic press is done. Painted, everything's mounted. It extends. Handle. And of course, as I was putting everything together, I scratched the hell out of it, but oh well. Alright, well you might notice that the tap's a little bit shorter now. I walked off and I didn't lock my quill. Now it's tight, but it wasn't tight before. So as I walked off, it dropped, it hit, it broke. So now I need to order another tap because I've searched everywhere and I don't have another one. So that's gonna end it for this week. I'll film some more when I get the new tap in. Alright, so on the advice of a few machinists that I will heed advice from, I should drill this out to a bigger hole. I tried tapping it the first time, and this is what's left of my tap. It didn't survive. This hole, or this screw, is a number 440 thread. So, according to the chart, that's a number 43 drill bit. And the number 448, which is just a difference in thread numbers, is a number 42 drill bit. So I've switched out my 43 for a 42, and we're just going to give this a little bit more clearance. The other tap did start, so it this should be taking a little bit of that out. And then I also got a tap wrench that I can put the tap in to do it with the wrench instead of using this and twisting it by hand, give you more feel for it. So let's get her done. And I think I'm going to have to drop my table down a little bit here. See if that'll give us enough room here. And I think we're going to still need a little bit more. Sure we get it. Something's not right here. Still not holding it. The tap isn't aligning in here. It's like it's walking around all funky. That's better. I'm going to drop it down a little bit more. So I can back it out easily enough. Clear my chips here. This thing is twisting in here and it's driving me insane. I can't find my other tap wrench, so we're going to take a pause. I thought I had another tap wrench, but I apparently do not. So we're stuck with this crappy one that keeps twisting. It's not going straight. It's kind of driving me bonkers here. You can tell I'm a little bit cautious, maybe overly cautious here, because I really don't want to break this off. Inside, I was barely able to get the other one out. It sure doesn't take a whole lot to clog this thing up, that's for sure. I think we're gonna test that screw out. Let me grab that, I'll be right back. Alright, so we got our screw here. Let's see if I can get it in here and get it started. Gosh dang it. Alright, well, the original screw, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, probably not because the light sucks in here, but the threads are all stripped out at the beginning and folded over. And checking it in the old piece, it doesn't really fit in there either anymore. So, dug through my pile of stuff and found some small socket head cap screws that I think will work. Let's see if I'm hitting. Alright, I gotta tap in just a little bit further. That's the shortest I have, and it's bottoming out, but we're on the right track finally. What just happened? Yeah, I think I came off my tap as it happened. Yep. Sure, it happened right at the bottom of the hole. I also found a new, or my old top wrench. And of course, it's not biting either. What in the world is going on? Okay. This is what's driving me nuts, is it's still not holding it completely true. I want a couple more turns in. Let's check our depth here. Just a hair more and we'll be good. Alright, that is good. So now we can finally take this out of here. Part it off at 1 inch long and we're good to go. Alright, I've got the part chucked back up over here. Let's see how we're spinning. Spinning a little on the wobbly side. This is what I should have got. My collet chuck out. I wouldn't have had to deal with any of this. Well, I think it's about the best we're gonna get. No, this doesn't have to be real precise on the length, so I'm just gonna use my scale. And hit the edge here. My lathe does not like to part off, so I usually run at about 150 RPM or lower depending on what I'm parting off. You can see I've got my little oiler here, so it's constantly got a good flow going to it. And if I hear any grumbling, growling, I can just slap the feet off. with that little bit of a nipple. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything about it. But other than that little nipple, it actually left a really nice smooth. You can see the lines, the cut lines, but it's actually really a smooth surface. Alright, here's the finished product. I just hit it on the belt sander, just smoothed off that little nipple that it left. And let's get this and test her out and make sure she works right. There we go. Sits in there just fine. Check the tube, make sure. Ooh. Oops, it'd help if I had it on the right side up. Feels like it's hitting, rubbing the inside of this just a little bit. So make sure it's in there tight. There we go. And then the end cap that holds everything together threads over the top. So just do that, make sure everything fits. Double check and put our barrel on, because that's going to give us I think we're going to have to just sand that over. And what I'll do, I'll take it out and with it on the part here, I'll hit it on the belt sander and just round it out a little bit on the edges, and that should be good to go. Alright, I dressed off just a tiny little bit. It just barely clears now, so we'll test fit. And there's nothing touching now. Slides on and off really nicely. And should work just fine. There's still plenty of the cut or the pocket for the Allen to go in. And everything fits just fine. So you can see how much we've reduced from what our original part was. And this thing's got all kinds of dings and nicks and just, it's banged up like crazy. Also, this thing weighs, you know, substantially more, about 4 times more than this actually. So it should lighten the shotgun up quite a bit and help with the overall effect of what I want to do here, which is get everything cleaned up and restored and looking good. Alright, I'm starting to take off the rib, and what I've done, I've pulled these two positions. Those were still attached, All I'm doing is just going down, I'm hitting it, and I'm rocking it side to side. Not lifting straight up, because you lift it straight up, it'll just bend. But you rock it side to side, and it puts that axial pressure on there. And you can see once you get it hot enough, you can hear it. You can actually hear a little tiny tick, and it pops loose. Starting to get a little on the warm side now. That one was being a wee bit on the stubborn side. And the other thing, what I'm constantly going back and forth down the barrel in between heat and section, because I don't want it to warp, so I'm trying to get it all heated evenly. That's the last of it. And what I'll do is once it cools down completely, I'll come in and completely strip the barrel down to nothing, get it polished up, take all my measurements, make the brake, and then glue everything at one time. So I think that's going to be the end of it for this week's video. Hope you guys enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.